Hello, everyone, and welcome to Answer the Call. Today is July 26th, 2026, and 4.10 came out a couple of days ago
Yeah,
on the
we're
Wave
like
1 PTU.
48 hours, 72 hours, something like that into
Yeah.
it.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. This is a Star Citizen podcast where myself and Croncy talk about the ongoings in Star Citizen and then open up the calls to you guys towards the end about those topics. And you always go off topic to something else.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So I have to step in and apologize. I was the one who was sick last week. I've never been this sick in my life. I can't. I had pneumonia one time, but it was like very light. Like I
Mhm.
didn't go to the hospital or anything. When I was in like fifth grade, I had debilitating headaches, no voice, like it was debilitating. I was toast.
Yeah.
I've never taken this much time off of stream outside of like being unable to stream because I'm not
Yeah.
home or something like that, like away from home. And
Mhm.
even then I still found ways to stream. Um and yeah, it was just so I apologize, but it was brutal, man. I had no voice on Sunday. Zero.
I don't think you need to apologize, but it's we have been just absolutely stricken the last few months. It's
Yeah.
just fun that it's on your side for once. I
Yeah.
am right now on a tear of I haven't been sick for like 3 weeks, and I'm scared.
Whoa.
It's coming.
It's
it's
coming.
it's coming in like 2 days or something. I'm sure.
Just don't eat American lettuce and you'll be fine.
Oh God.
That's not
What's
what I
that?
got sick from, but there's some like crazy poop disease going
Wait, is that
around where
the
you're like
yeah?
shitting
Is
your
that the
brains
poop
out.
yourself thing? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
I've
don't know
heard about
anything really
this.
about it because I don't watch TV or
Yeah.
anything. But uh, not gonna lie, I've pretty hard avoided salad and lettuce, and it's like my favorite thing too. So yeah, but I've
Rough.
missed that. But yeah, I've taken like 3 weeks off of playing Star Citizen. So
Yep.
I've been waiting for Wave 1 PTU
Mhm.
to try Siege for the first time. This is the first Evocati I've played zero of. I've never missed
Yeah, same.
every Evo patch. I played none of it. I waited for it. I just wanted to have some fun in Star Citizen with my chat for the first time and not have
Mhm.
this be like business all the time. And
Yep.
hard to say it was fun. There was lots of issues, but it
Yeah.
was I had moments of fun. You came in and rated me while I was doing it. You had a great
Yeah.
time, so you go first and tell me what you
Yeah.
thought.
So yeah, it was right after my first experience, right?
Hmm.
We had just run it for the first time. Good old classic Croncy luck. It worked perfectly with the exception of lots of frame rate issues. Which
Same.
normally I would be like, that's a wave one problem, but that was kind of always a siege problem. I think there's just like way too many particle effects and stuff going on, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, also the door not working. Uh,
Yeah, but I
uh,
think you, like me, is that what
yeah.
you're doing here? You're stuck at a door not working. Found a
I'm already
server
on the
with
other
like,
side.
oh, okay. Found a server with like
Yeah, yeah.
three people on it.
No,
I
we had quite a few people on the server, but uh the thing was so the standby door that is supposed to block you from entering into the instance
before it
seems to be
loads.
bugged.
Yeah,
Because the instance does load
yeah.
and work. So if you glitch your way back there, you can do the entire thing, and or at least in my experience, the instance worked to the point as well of we had someone die, they came back into the same instance, no problems. Um,
Where did
so
they
yeah, it was
spawn
just a
after
problem.
they died? That's a big problem in this
Uh,
patch.
Arson Hospital.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
Yeah, someone said to me today that you weren't supposed. I just assumed you were supposed to because
No,
that's how Siege used to be. It was
I
like
had
no rip.
Croncy luck.
Yep.
So we got on a server, like an entire
Hmm.
shard with three people on it.
Yep.
And so the
Let's
the
go.
gate the gateway to come into Siege opens up right away.
Hmm.
I was setting my spawn at each there's a checkpoint. Every time you go to the next stage, there's like little hospital beds that you get to. It's literally a
Hmm.
checkpoint. You could set your spawn there and it saves it. So when
Yeah.
you die, you go back to that checkpoint and you start again. It's very kind of single playery or um
It's regular co-op type stuff,
yeah, it's
for the most part, yeah.
like a I'm trying to think of the right word, but like a crafted mission. I should
Hmm.
save this part for when we talk about the glint, because that's exactly
Yeah,
why I don't think it's a
yeah.
bad thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it just felt like a crafted mission. It's like totally normal to me.
Hmm.
Um, so we were doing that, but then we ran into an issue where Mr. Kraken invited me to a party by accident, and I
Yeah.
accepted, not thinking. So my instance
Hmm.
disappeared, and I lost the working instance
Interesting.
when it
Yeah,
should have been the other way around.
that's something that shouldn't happen. Not necessarily like maybe like when I say shouldn't happen,
I lost
design
all of my
wise,
progress.
that should not be a thing.
I
Like
was on the
we
boss.
do not want that to be a thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I was on the boss. I lost all my progress. It was so bad. And
yeah,
he felt so bad because he like accidentally like butt dialed it. It wasn't on purpose,
yeah. Okay.
and I just like stupidly clicked left bracket. But anyway, yeah.
Yep.
So at the end boss, I'm spawning right at the end boss, and I'm able to like if
Yeah.
I die, I was able to keep going. I was going solo first, and then I did it with a group. And then those guys fell out, and like there was lots of problems where like I was able to spawn back in and others weren't, and so on and so
Hmm.
forth. Um, what here's how I break Siege down is like there's this stage,
Hmm.
and then there's the boss fight. The beginning
Yeah.
stages of Siege were to me extremely underwhelming, boring, the same thing that we had before, and not too much excitement added to it outside of the ironclad. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's so sick. That's
It was a
by
nice
far the
touch.
best bit of like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, I get that. There's a thing of like what could they add into just this mission and just in the context of the mission, what could they add into this to make these FPS sections more interesting? I think they do a good job so far when the story worked and when I could actually hear the story of like connecting that bit. I felt like there was someone talking to me like quite often, whereas like original Siege, you would get like one line per platform, and like that was kind of it. Um, this is like a lot more back and forth. Mendo Ren, who is your main big boss, is like constantly on every platform is like going at you. So you build up this image of him in your head, which we'll talk about later. Because that fight can go one of two ways: one very boring, one very fun.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and like yeah, so the actual objectives they add in, like in this section, for example, is basically fight the enemies, which I think they did a great job with the level design. It's just hard to sort of gauge whether or not the NPCs are firing good yet. Like sometimes, as always in Star Citizen, sometimes you feel like you're just getting lasered out of nowhere, and then other times someone's directly in front of you and they're shooting a perfect silhouette around you. You know, so it's hard
And
to
these
gauge where the difficulty is.
but this is an instance. So like
Yeah.
that's part of the thing that I was looking for is
Hmm.
like if yes, it's the first wave, yes, it's the first instancing thing. So there's plenty of
Yeah.
excuses to have here if you want to defend CIG again aimlessly like many people do. But what I was like actively looking for is like cuz it kind of needs to be a game changer in that sense, instancing here.
Yeah.
Is this experience needed to feel different than all the other experiences that we have in SC regularly? And it didn't. It felt the
I
same.
It felt different to me in some ways.
Like the AI
With
weren't completely dead, like they can be sometimes,
yeah, no,
but they were
yeah,
very much Star Citizen AI.
yeah, for sure. And that could be a problem with balancing. They've been balancing for like bad servers for the entire history of the game.
Yep.
So there's always like a weird thing of maybe they've got to go back and revisit it. But there's also like I do think some of it was very unique. Uh, but not like that first. It's always like after the boss fight. It's always at the end of the platform that I feel like there's a unique accomplishment that you kind of get then
Yeah.
and experience. The NPC ships and stuff flying around you during the course of the battle. That's awesome. That's fantastic. And them actually like actually shooting each other.
The
And,
flybys.
yeah, all that stuff is super cool.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Apparently, our server FPS was around 3 to 4. So,
Yeah.
um,
Why?
yeah, no idea.
Right? Like
Well,
that's the weird thing is like why? This doesn't make any
yeah.
sense.
Also
So
worth noting, my experience is going to be uh, uh, using American servers, so keep that in mind as well. So my ping is going to be 270 or something. Um, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like
That was
it's
it.
just I was hoping to see something that it didn't have to be perfect, but I was
Mhm.
hoping to see like a different experience than we were expecting, like from the AI, from the servers, and we just didn't get that. And I find
Yeah.
that to be very weird and not good. This was something that was different. I would kind of want to change, but
Mhm.
like, go feel free to like say something else. But
Yeah, I was
this
just
specific
yeah.
thing that I'm paused on is one of the
Mhm.
changes to Siege that I wanted to like point out. So that's why I'm paused on it. I just want to point out why I'm still
Yeah, yeah.
paused on it. I haven't
I just
switched.
wanted to mention though, I do love like it did feel like in some of these like
Switch here.
regular cookie cutter FPS areas that like where they had like positioned the snipers and where they had sort of started spawning just your regular run in the mill like runners or whatever you want to call them, your regular grunts, did make it feel like my decisions mattered. Like the snipers were sniping, they were catching you from like
Sure.
a fair way away. I have never felt that in the game before, of like having to actually at least think about my pathing to make sure that I'm sort of avoiding these kinds of issues. Um, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. I'll kind of see if this is one run through. It was a good run through, but this is one run through, so we'll see what happens after a couple of runs.
Yeah, I did 3, and it was not by choice. By the way, I was trying to do 1, but I did 3,
Yep.
and it was it just felt. I was hoping to not feel Star Citizen, um,
Yep.
but I did. I felt it the entire time, and it was like, oof, that's
Mhm.
rough. And major desync and things like that. But those are more like bugs related to instancing, probably that will eventually get fixed. But I was hoping to see like AI acting differently, and they just kind of looked at you, let you shoot them
Mm.
way too often, and it was just too Star Citizen-y for me. And I was hoping for something different, and I didn't get that. Let's talk about this for just a second, because I thought this was
Yep.
kind of cool. Was like the combo of needing to salvage off the side or shoot off the side panel
Oh yeah,
of
it
the.
took us a. You're in a bad spot. It takes us a while to figure that
Oh shit! Okay.
out. we
Well,
we we super derped.
then we could pause
Um.
on it. Is like this is a
Yeah.
part of the game where like this side panel you have to like knock it off or salvage it off,
Yeah.
and then you could open it, and then you put a fuse in it, and then the really hard part for me was the screen at your feet that you had to
Yeah, that
press.
was a
That was a
choice.
weird
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Like not on the side, not up. It was at your feet. So I was like, why isn't this done yet? So that one was really awkward. So feedback wise, I would change that, guys. It seems like an easy one to change. Um,
Yep.
just do that, please, at some point.
Hmm.
But yeah, like somebody in the chat says they'll turn up the aimbots. I'm not asking them to turn up the
No.
aimbotting. I'm asking them to
Yeah.
like move from cover to cover a little bit differently and not desyncy and not and
Yep.
then not stare at me for 10 minutes sometimes before shooting and then other times not. And it was the quintessential Star Citizen experience, but now we have instancing. So what was all this for in the first place? Like
Mm.
that's more what I'm on about. But yeah,
Yeah.
the what I'm trying to think. Let's see if I can find the part where you get to the ironclad. Oh, there you are in the
Uh.
atlas. So
Yeah.
here we go.
There we go. Yeah, that's me getting in the Atlas. Yeah.
Hell yeah. This was like almost perfect. I thought this was very cool.
It's this is so every single co-op game I've ever played. It's like you do your regular mission right at the start, you're shooting your guns, whatever, and then you get to use the cool big guns for a small part of the mission. It was very cool. It was very
Yeah.
dope. So yeah, it was kind of cool. I wish there was more reason for it to exist. Like, it would have been cool if there was some more vertical puzzles to this whole section, right? That like required users to use the jump packs and stuff like that,
Yep.
or maybe some
You and
just
I are
like
on the same
heavier
page.
enemies around, something like that. Because mostly it was just like, and this can also be fun. It was just kind of, hey, cool, you're invincible, go shoot everything, and that could be that can be fun. That's always fun.
I
But
feel like that's
I'd
what's
like it more
coming.
complexity.
Like
Go
you
ahead.
unfortunately did it at nighttime. I did it during the
Yeah,
daytime. It's this giant empty grassy knoll all down the right
yeah,
side. So
yeah.
like to me, I'm thinking, bro, this is such a missed opportunity to just like stack walls up that we can't get past.
Mhm.
Like choke point us into this thing. We got to jump over walls to get to the other side. Turrets on the top of the wall shooting at us. Like
Yep.
exactly what you're saying, like heavier, more dangerous things to deal
Mhm.
with. And we just didn't have that. We were just shooting NPCs without helmets on and stuff. They were like killed instantly.
Yep.
It was a little bit weird. So to me, this was like a super cool idea, but classic Star Citizen, like just not delivered in a way that you would see in a polished game.
It's I think once again, I think like these kind of levels exist. Even just the ones where it's just like, hey, for this level,
Hmm,
you just get to kill everything for free. What
sure.
is more interesting to me is like, yeah, well, basically what you said. Like, give
Like
me
choke us in.
the boss. The boss fight is in one of these,
Yeah.
right? He took one from the ironclad.
And he's
He's gonna
jumping
hunt it down like
around
that.
and like you're
Exactly.
yeah.
How sick would that be, right?
Maybe he even
So
has
it's
like a
it's one of
unique
those things.
weapon that isn't
Yeah.
on any other atlases, and that's where you get this from. Whatever. But for
Yeah.
me, it was more the like it was just such an empty location. Like you ended up actually diving back into the main
Yeah.
area. I just like rushed down B, and it was just empty for
Mm,
the most part. And it very much
yep.
because they had these NPCs like behind walls as you went. So to me, it's like I think they're going to add more to this at some point. They just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Was
Very
what
possibly. I
was
think
what
at
the
the very
vibe was.
least,
Like they know
I think at the very least,
what I'm arguing for here. I think. Like I think they want
yeah,
it.
for sure. I think at the very least, even if you just like multiply the amount of on foot enemies by like 5, this whole area becomes a lot more fun.
But I don't.
So
What I don't
yeah.
want is for that to be the default.
No, of course, not the
You know,
default. But what is the default of this? We haven't had this before, right? So it's more like
technically we did, but yeah, not this, but yeah,
sure.
I see what you're saying.
Um, I will also say like another cool thing that they could have done here, and I'm sure they like explored a lot of options, is because you are in this big open area. Instead of giving us addles, you could have given us like a tonk, and had some stuff for us to shoot and whatnot. But
Yep.
either way, very very cool part. It broke up a lot of the monotony of run to X location and shoot, and then run to Z location and shoot,
Yep.
and giving you that bit of movement, breaks that up a little bit as well. So it was a good idea to put in there for sure.
Yeah, I'm really happy you brought that up because that's my biggest like negative feedback about this
Mm,
is like this is very much like a battlefield mission, a Halo mission of some
yeah.
kind. Like it's, but what they do is you do the first 10% of that mission and you get like a
Hmm.
cutscene or you're talking to the captain and he's, giving you the details of the next section. And like,
Hmm.
this doesn't have any of that really. You just have like these static images popping up and they're talking to you while you're getting shot at by other
Yeah.
NPCs. So it's hard to focus on it. I think what would help because I would give the area before the boss fight like a 3 to 4 out of 10 for because
Yep.
like shitty performance, same shit that we've always had, just shooting NPCs, not a whole lot of anything else. But if we like broke it up and had cutscenes or like
Mm.
Star Citizen versions of cutscenes where you're like talking to the French last name person that that what's her name was playing. I forgot. Anna Demetriou was playing like our the leader of our mission.
Oh yeah. The person who's in charge. Yep.
Yeah, and then like, dude, you're even on like you go to the second. I think it's like Hawthorne or whatever, the second platform where you're supposed to
Hmm.
save a bunch of UEE people, and like you just like never see them, and you never say like what happened with that was just like kind of very weird. It was like I don't even know what happened
Well, yeah,
there.
those are the people on the Ironclad. Is the idea?
Mm. Uh-oh.
What?
This is my
Are we
end.
good? Yeah, I was gonna say my script. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah,
what the
they're
heck?
supposed to be on the Ironclad, is my understanding. Because we obviously can't get like up to the top, or at least I tried to, and I couldn't get up there. So I assume they're
Yeah.
just in the ship up there. Um, and like you would think with instancing. Okay, I want to point out the instancing has allowed them to craft something that is a little bit more complex than they've had in the game before. There's a couple of things in this, like the flybys with the ships, having these kinds of set dressing and whatnot. They just can't. Well, when they've tried to do similar things in live, everything breaks.
Yep.
Um, so instancing will allow them to do that. I'm hoping it allows them to go another step and let them do a little bit more sort of like crafted story type stuff.
Yeah,
Like
like break it up.
one thing I love is, yeah, like when you take down the friend or foe inverters, a big ship comes flying past. That's a cutscene. That's a Star Citizen cutscene. It's not remotely complex, but like
Yeah.
it's something, and we haven't had that before. So if you
Agreed.
give us if you give us some more of that stuff, I'll be really happy. So this is another one of those things where it's like, cool. I'm liking seeing what you've already, even Wave One PTU, what you've already accomplished in instancing in that regard. Where's the next step? What are we going to get from here?
Yeah. This can't
Yeah.
be like what I want to make sure that I'm reiterating here is
Hmm.
I didn't have a horrible time. A 4 out of 10 for something I've already played before essentially is not like the
Hmm.
worst score in the world. But yeah, it's more to be like, hey, this can't be this can't be what you copy and paste throughout the rest of the game. We
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
do you
Yeah.
go further?
Like
Exactly what you're saying.
I want to see what, and it's gonna be months and months away, possibly like a year away. Like, how does all of the lessons that you learn from here and the experiences that you learn from here, how does that translate to
What can you do?
the Nick's
Municipal
whatever it is,
works.
the Nick municipal works, right?
Yeah,
Because that would presumably be the next big one
sure.
that's using this tech. So yeah, curious to see what happens there. I want to touch on the sort of overall of the mission itself in terms of replayability, because these things are like, these are your MMO dungeons.
Yeah.
Replayability is really important right now in terms of rewards. Well, nothing's really set in stone, so it's hard to tell if that's going to be a reasonable incentive.
The
There
super
are
heavy
like
armor
armor boxes and
blueprints
stuff.
will be
Yeah,
rewards.
blueprints. The actual like content though, I've got to imagine, and once again, I've only run it once, so I do need to run it multiple times. But on a first run, I'm like, well, the next time I run this, it's going to feel exactly the same.
Yep,
So,
it
um,
does.
that's going to be a problem they have to overcome, right? When you introduce like having instances, I mean, you can also now introduce like choice into these kinds of missions, right? Like maybe you're going A instead of B, and then you get some more replayability that way. Maybe you're choosing between different rewards, that sort of thing. Uh, so that needs to be on the forefront of their minds, I think, for the future types of this content. Because yeah, I'm gonna run this more times for sure. I'm gonna try to get all the rewards, and then after that, maybe I'll run it as like a challenge, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, like
Like maybe I'll be
I
like,
did it
yeah,
with a
here's
group.
a
Now
pistol
let me
challenge
try
or
and do
something.
it solo.
Yeah, exactly. Which is fine, but that's not sustainable for like
No.
how much effort they've put into this content. That's not sustainable.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Why do you feel that is? For me, it's just too big. It's too much
Eh,
running. It's too much distance. Too much like I'm traveling like kilometers to kill a bunch of NPCs to go to the next place, to travel kilometers to kill a bunch of NPCs, to go to the next place to travel a bunch to finally get to that end boss that is unique from all the other experiences we have in the game. It was just too
I
monotonous. There
I
wasn't
feel like there's
variety.
enough going on. Once again, first playthrough, I think there's enough going on to entertain you for all of that. The
But you
Each
don't
little
feel it's
platform,
replayable, so it's clearly not.
I don't think, well, because there's no new things to experience is the problem.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we're on the same
so it's
page. You're
like
just saying it differently.
you experience it once, and I think it's fine when you experience it the once, and you feel all the epic stuff, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna struggle to get that same feeling, or even close to that same feeling again,
Yeah.
right? Um, yeah. Can we talk about the med beds? There's way too many. This is more of a difficulty thing.
But those are your checkpoints.
It's too many though. It's too many. This
I
is
was
more of
fine
a
with it.
balance discussion. So we went in like with our 4,
Uh-huh.
and having having the med beds is cool. I'm glad that it is a thing. I like having a little opportunity to sort of rest and recoup, and hey,
I
let's
was
figure out
getting
where
lots of injuries.
let's swap out ammos and stuff. Maybe you're just bad.
I mean, I
got
was.
down
I'm
several
just
times.
standing out. I was standing out in the open because the AI are Star Citizen AI. So you
Yeah.
don't. I don't have any like self-preservation when I play Star Citizen because
Yeah, it's something that you like need to relearn, right?
dude,
But
what
it
is
just
my
felt
PC
like there was
doing?
like
My camera just flashed.
at,
I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
at
Is this
each
thing
one of
gonna
these
fail on me?
platforms. At each one of these platforms, I feel like there's one too many med bed like checkpoints.
Okay.
It's just like it almost feels like half the time you don't need to bring meds, or you just have like one person with like 3 med pens and you'll be good for the entire thing. But once again, I'll keep running it and see how it goes. It's just I don't know. Yeah, it just felt like too easy in that regard. I didn't want it to be like Original Siege, where by the end of it, you've got 3 tier 1s and you're limping into the boss room. I didn't want it to be like that. But
I had a
only
T1
having
head.
tier 3s.
I had a
Tier
T1
1
head soloing the boss.
All right, fair.
And I
think
got
that's
to stage 3. And then he got me.
That's hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a personal thing. And maybe it doesn't need to be that way, but it just felt it was like every time I'm going into an elevator, I know I'm going to heal right afterwards.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I never was like in super danger until the boss fight.
Yes.
Also,
let's talk about the boss.
Tons of desync with the boss. Like I am behind cover, taking damage for like ticks, like after I'm in cover. It was just like, Jesus Christ, man! Like those are the things I was trying to see. Like those are the things that need to go away with instancing. So feedback, whatever, however you want to call it, whether you want to call it complaining, feedback, I don't give a shit. That stuff can't happen. So if it's happening, you got to tell them it's happening, guys. Like it's not complaint. You got to tell them it's happening to you.
Yeah, it's a PTU. That's the point.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the boss fight.
Hell yeah.
The final boss fight.
Yeah, man.
Because it goes hard. This thing's sick as hell. This I won't get sick of as long as it works when I do it.
Same.
So I like that they introduced a unique environment mechanic through the stages of it, and like using radiation for.
Although it didn't do much to me.
Oh, it did in the final stage for us. It was melting us.
I never was at risk.
Could have been the armor you were in, possibly.
I was in Morozov.
Because that
full
matters.
Morozov.
Yeah, Morozov is pretty good. I'm fairly sure, right, with radiation. Whereas like I was in like medium armor, I was getting melted.
Oh, yeah.
But it was kind of a cool mechanic, yeah. Of like, hey, he's gonna. It's a very simple mechanic. Hey, you're gonna start taking ticking damage. Go and press a button. Very simple for people to understand. But it was at least when we were doing it, it was enough that it's like I felt the stakes and I was like, oh shit, get like panic. Cool. That's the point of the objective, right? And then the entire time as well, you're scared about all these other NPCs starting to spawn that you just cleared out while you're going to get these. And then he spawns again, and he's deadly as hell because he's got the what's the name
super
of it?
heavy
LMG?
HMG.
HMG, yeah.
There's me going down.
So yeah, I was really, really happy with that final boss fight. I think it was dope as hell. It was much better than the original Siege boss fight, which was just, I am here. Oh, you shot me in the head.
I am Bullet Sponge.
Yeah. So I think that whoever's, I'm sure it's multiple people who have been designing like these boss fights recently, right? Like
there's one guy.
This
is the same guy that did half,
or is it someone else?
This is Max. His name is Max. If you ever see him in
Max
Twitch chat, his name is Younga Games, and he's on Twitter and stuff too.
Okay. Did he also do the worms inside the facilities?
I'm not aware of that. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, regardless, I feel like they're learning what makes an interesting boss fight
Yeah.
and an interesting encounter like that, and expanding on it. So, big fan of that. I'm keen to see some more of this sort of things. I would hope, like the mini boss fights, like the lieutenants, were just bullet sponge, and that was a little
Boring.
disappointing. Because what I feel like you want to do, and this is very classic MMO, give each of those lieutenants a little bit of Mendo Ren,
Yep.
right? Give them a little bit of that flavor.
What is it
Make the
called?
first one,
Skill checking, right? Where like you
maybe.
learn their mechanics slowly throughout the
Yes,
fight.
exactly. Yeah. So it's like you get to the first lieutenant, and it's like, oh, he just has radiation around him. Interesting. Maybe that's something I have to think about later.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
to the second guy, he's got the HMG. Interesting. Maybe I got to think, and then you get to the final boss, and it's kind of like all of
And he
that.
puts it all together.
Yeah.
Did you
Exactly. Yeah.
did you get him like kind of just staying stuck up on the thing, or did he come out at all and run around?
In like the final phase.
In all of the like I did it 3 times.
Yeah.
Each time it was a little different. Like
Yeah.
the first time he was running around the bottom and I was like, what the heck? And then the first time I ever did it, he just stayed at the top the whole time. And then the last
Right.
stage, he just came out of nowhere and I was like, what? And it was scared the shit out of me. And then this fight was the third time I did it, and it was like it almost seemed random. He was downstairs in the first phase and upstairs in the second, and
He might have some weird spawn points then. So when we did it, first phase he was like top left balcony, second phase top right balcony,
yep.
and then third phase he spawned at the back, and his AI moved him and would allow him to go down the stairs, but just because of where we were, we like stuck him in that back section and then tried to maneuver around that panel to try to get shots on him and not get shot ourselves. Yeah, that's how ours sort of went.
Nice. Yeah, and this was pretty brutal. We were starting to get beat up here pretty bad, and I mean we were using these what are these called again? These grenades?
I've never used plasma grenades more than
it was just
here. It was
so effective against them.
Every single one of these NPCs has like 2 as you go through the entire
we were just collecting and just dropping them on him because he's up there, and he would kind of be a little bit more chill when we would hit him with them. So like you can come out and shoot him a little bit and stuff like that, and he wouldn't just unload on you. Like right there, it was just like boom. I was like, I'm almost dead instantly, over and over again. So you had to just be as quick as you could. But in general, if I was to give feedback on the boss fight, I would want him not up on the stairs at all. I think I would want him more like roamy, and then you have to use
I think that's
the area denial grenades to keep him where you want him or whatever. It seemed too easy when he was up there. He would get glitched too easy, where I can find a little slit where he wouldn't shoot back at me, really, you know? So it seemed like it was too easy to cheese.
Fair.
But, yeah, and he was like properly fucking scary when he was running around. Properly scary.
Yes.
Here it was a lot less scary. Yeah. This was the last phase, so both of Kraken said in the chat that it was like he was lucky he was right next to a thing. So was I. So this is when it gets to the last phase. He kills him. I don't know. I didn't see him kill him because I was healing, I think, at the time. But yeah, it was good. I mean, if we think about the boss fights that we have had versus what we're getting now, they're improving every time for sure.
They did a boss fight rather than just spawn a dude. They actually put thought into this fight.
Yeah,
into this
mechanics.
Encounter. It appears to be a completely Jesus. The sniper glare there was clearly bugged. It appears to be an entirely new location as well. Just this little room. So yeah, they put a lot of work into it. I was really keen on it. Really happy with it.
Yeah.
And
like I give the boss fight for Star Citizen 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think the other boss fight that is actually there's 2 boss fights that are technically similar. I would say the irradiated Valakar and then the weird water Valakar at Onyx facilities. I think this is the best of the 3.
I like the mechanics of the water one.
Designed.
That was cool. Like that, I guess that this and the water one are like the 2 boss fights with mechanics, because I don't
Yep.
I don't feel like the irradiated Valakar has mechanics really
has-
itself.
Yeah, it has the mechanics of it has weak spots, shoot the
Yeah,
weak spots,
that's
and then
it.
don't get hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very, very, very basic.
Yeah, it was like all the things leading up to spawning it was the kind of fun part
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the irradiated one. But yeah, so they've improved every time for sure. And yeah, I don't have, again, but I won't do this again. I'm not going to do this again in the PTU. I'm never going to play it again. I'm going to play it again on live. I'm going to get all the blueprints or whatever is available, and then I'm probably never going to play it again.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not because the boss fight's bad. It's because of everything that leads up to it. Is I can't see myself taking that much time to get to this. Like, that's, I guess, you know what? That's the issue I think I have. Like, really thinking about it, it's all of that work to get to this doesn't feel worth it to me. My opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say,
it's a lot.
It's definitely an opinion, because I certainly disagree.
But would you do this over and over again to get to that? Would you do that over and over again to get to this?
That's my problem. My problem is, what are the incentives to repeat the content? Because it's like, cool, you've done it, this is fun, you've made an interesting story, but now that I know it, I am less incentivized to do it again.
How do I phrase this to try and, because I think we're on the same page, but I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to. Okay, if you could get to this like, if there was incentive, like, what would an incentive be to do this boss fight, over and over again? What would you want to see?
So for incentives, it would be, interesting blueprints, interesting loot, which so far the loot looks like kind of boring.
Yeah, loot's been shit. I would say loot is trash out of 10. The same Star Citizen trash at every location.
So that would be the incentive type stuff. But then, like I said, if the mission was also, if it had more choice in the mission, that would incentivize, like me getting to experience the other ways to do it would be like incentive to run it again, obviously.
Right. And I'm saying, like, just the boss fight. And if, like, all those incentives existed, would you go through the 2 hours that it takes to get to it? Or would you want to? Okay. I wouldn't. Yeah. So we're gonna have to, like, I just would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I definitely think it's a personal preference thing.
Because, like, I could do Hathor, because Hathor's like a half an hour.
Yeah.
And then like, you have this repeatable content that is Karenite, pure Karenite. Like, it's like this, like, there is this carrot at the end of that stick. What is the carrot here? Like you said, there currently isn't one that we're aware of, and it's a bit weird. So, but I'm not overly negative about it. I don't like how large the platforms are. That's like my big thing. Instancing so far has
funnily enough, they made them smaller than original Siege.
I know, and
the first platform's the same size, but the second one is way, 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 way smaller than it was.
Yeah, like they can shrink it even more, and I would be fine with it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. It's cool. It could be better on the beginning, but the boss fight I really enjoyed. And yeah, I think we both said it is like, what, now that you're here, what can you really do?
Yeah, like, if this is your instancing is in, let's test it. It's like, cool. What happens when you, like, test the boundaries of it? Like, how hard can you go with this?
Exactly. What are your limits? I want to see what, like, when they hit their limits, what does it look like? Yeah. So, all right, that's Siege.
That was like 40 minutes on Siege. So
hey, it's all we got. It's all we got for the next 2 months, buddy. So enjoy it.
While we were talking about Siege, the new gun.
Yeah, I'll go back to. Well, I think I have it, and I closed you by accident. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, lever action gun. What do you think?
Love it. So the Western style is something that is definitely missing. Definitely cool. Like, I don't care about the gun nerds who are like, well, this is shut up. I don't care. It is 1,000 years in the future. It's a space gun that looks Western-y. That's all I care about. I'm very simple.
Yeah,
when it comes
this
to
one
that.
irks me every single time anyone's like, "Oh, well, they wouldn't use that in the future." Yeah, you know what they would use instead? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. They would
Yeah,
never be in these fights ever.
you
What
would
are you
never be
talking
you would
about?
never be putting yourself at risk in the future.
Yeah,
Like
you'd be
it's just
using
like,
drones all the time. Like,
yeah,
come on,
come on.
guys. Suspension of disbelief to some extent.
Exactly.
Anyway, um,
I
yeah,
like it.
I love it. One of my favorite games of all
A
time
little
is
powerful. A little too powerful, maybe.
possibly.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, one of my favorite games of all time is Hunt Showdown, and so it gives me a lot of that sort of vibe. Obviously, um, yeah, it's sick.
Me
I'm
whiffing.
super into it.
Sweet.
Yep.
I couldn't find the one where I actually hit people. But yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I like it. In the end, it's just a style thing for me. It's
Yep.
nice. I think it shoots a little quick too. Like I was like, shoot, pump, shoot, pump, shoot, pump, and it like looked like fucking insane. It like looked like no
Yeah.
human can move that fast. That's weird. So yeah, I thought that was a little odd. But outside of that, it's cool. The two different modes,
Mhm.
I couldn't tell the difference between them.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Yeah, so maybe we need like the one that looked like a shotgun played more like a sniper, and the one that played like a
Mhm.
sniper just like was a less good. I was confused. So there must be
Yeah.
some dialing in that needs to go on there. But outside of that, I had a fine time with it. And again,
Yep.
it's a visually appealing
Mhm.
weapon for me. I think
Yep.
somebody wants to call in and talk about it. I don't know if they're on the list. I'll take a look.
Sure.
No. So like they were just talking about how they would rather, be able to like individually put bullets in and stuff like that. And sure,
Oh,
maybe,
sure.
but that takes time and effort. And CIG doesn't
Mm.
do those. CIG doesn't do effort, guys. Okay, so stop asking them
I
to.
just like that
Unless they're
they're
selling it.
continuing to make like the continue to reiterate like different old gun designs that already exist. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Has been cool.
You want to talk about the sniper glint since it keeps coming up on my screen?
Yes. So
What's everybody's problem with this? Because I don't get it at
yeah.
all.
People, there's the biggest complaints I see are from people that are like the Milsim Star Citizens or the Realism Star Citizens.
Yeah.
And I want to say to those people, I understand that's the game that you want. The game that you want is a Milsim. Cool. That's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's
I
not what
want
they're
an
doing. And
economy sim. I'm not getting that either.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just the way the game is, unfortunately. If you want that kind of game, tell CIG, but enough people need to say that in order for it to actually be the case. And what they have built instead is this, and they're trying to do a more like traditional FPS thing in order to like make like if you want snipers to be
player
a thing,
FPS thing.
yes,
More
yeah, very much
even,
so.
right?
If you want snipers to be a thing and not insanely crazy overpowered, you have to do something. This is an option. There are other options that CIG could explore, and like maybe that's the thing they need to do. It also does seem, I do think it is overtuned at the moment. It is a bit too bright. It is too obvious. But in general, I think it's fine. It's also like right now, it only really matters with NPCs. Maybe
I
it'll
think
start
that's the
mattering
point.
with players at some point.
Like, I think that's the point. Anybody bringing this up like it's relevant for players or not, I'm so confused because, like, it shows up a few times in this fight that I'm still in. So I'm gonna let that play in the background. The whole point here is for you to differentiate between like NPCs who are snipers, which are larger threats to you than an NPC with an SMG. That's
Yeah.
like the guy in front of me does not have it, but the two guys at distance did, and it's just a visual trigger to give you a choice of who to shoot first. I don't know any milsim single player games that are like storyline. Like that's what this mission is supposed to be. That's what this mission represents. They're putting, number one, it's not glint, it's a flashlight. So they're just trying to differentiate the NPCs from each other visually, because from a distance, you may not be able to tell. That's it. That's all they're trying to do. That's all it is. If you pick up this gun and start using that flashlight yourself, you're an idiot. And that's the end of the story. You're an idiot. You're just going to give your position away. Like
Yeah.
the real issue here is Star Citizen's systemic. So if I use that flashlight, it will look exactly the same as if the NPC uses it.
Hmm.
I don't really see what I don't get what the complaints are here.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it, except for the exception that it's a bit too bright. I find it
Yeah,
too obvious
they
for
can
like,
dumb it down a little. Sure.
yeah, for sure.
Just a little. It doesn't have to
And
be much.
then yeah, and I don't think it makes my experience worse remotely. So
Nope.
I am a-okay with it, especially with like the snipers were like still pretty on point. Like, cool, I can see where they are. They would still get like a shot off before I can get to them.
Yeah.
For the most part. So
Yeah. If they were decent at the time, like it was same thing. I got hit by a lot of
mm,
snipers. So
mhm,
yeah, like other games like I see Shark Bite say like lasers. That's like a thing that
mm,
we see in other games too, right? Like you
mhm,
see the laser pointing at you or whatever, right?
yep,
Glint, all sorts of things. So
yeah,
there's many choices
yeah.
they can make here. They just chose this one, and I feel like it's just people making arguments to because they have like I know what it's like. You got to find something wrong with something. So
It's also people are passionate, like extremely passionate about this kind of gameplay in every
true,
one of their video games,
yeah,
right? So cool, sweet. Be
but
passionate about it. I want you to have the game that you want. I want the game to exist more. So you know,
in
whatever
the
makes it work is what I'm going to be in favor of.
end, it's like this is what I guess the point I'm really trying to make is this is very tailored towards Siege. The only place we've ever seen this
Mhm.
is Siege. So like is Siege for you then if you're that milsim type person? Probably not. Even though
Yeah,
it's like
you mean the mission where in the second section you all jump into a very arcadey mech and start shooting everyone,
but
bro?
in the end it
That's
is the
super Milsim.
it's the main FPS mission that we've ever had, you know.
Yeah,
So like it
yeah,
should be a
yeah,
little bit
100%.
more it should have elements of milsim maybe, but you know, you're working with the UE,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, but
Hmm.
we got to differentiate. It's a video game. You got to differentiate snipers from
Yep.
regular people. It's just what happens in
Yep.
those games. So,
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know what we talk about next. It's your choice.
Let's talk about the survey because I did it when we first started the pod. I managed to
Hell
get through
yeah.
the survey. So
Well,
a bit of a social survey, clearly very like social tools. Like all of
yeah.
the questions are social tools related. Not just like how do you play the game, but like what would you want
Let me link this.
in a party finder? What would you want as a leader? How do you interact with players? All that sort of stuff. Um, cool. Why was this not like 6 months ago? That's what I like.
Because they're
This makes me
only
feel
just
like
working on
we're
it now.
exactly.
They're only
I
just
thought this was
thinking about
much
it
further ahead.
now. Like the nothing indicated that this was much further along because they kept talking about chat's going to be the first thing and they still haven't done the chat.
That's fair. Yeah, a
You
lot of
know?
the stuff in the survey is the more advanced stuff.
Yeah. So it's just
Um,
like
yeah,
we're going to start working on these. What do we prioritize? I think that's what the whole point of the
yeah,
survey is.
yeah.
What was like my main thing was like VoIP, please. Like VoIP's a big
Hmm.
thing that like getting that working should be a big priority. Um, and then I like the idea of very much hammering home the links in chat where like if I click that link, I can
Yeah,
set
that was
my
mentioned a couple of
spawn
times in the
to
survey,
it
which
and
is
stuff like that.
nice.
Like I want that up
Yeah,
at the top, one of those things. It
yeah.
makes communicating to people a lot easier. Like, hey, I type my name in chat, and you could just set your
Hmm.
destination to me. We don't need to be in a party or whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I think would be
I
cool.
I do like in the survey that they fully acknowledge that everyone's just going to use Discord. And it's like, well, how can we make you not use Discord? Because we probably can't make
And
you
I
not
was
use
like, you
Discord.
can't. Like, there's
Yeah.
in a lot of ways you
The
can't.
and it was like, well, one of the like responses I was able to do was like, well, I'll still probably use in game if it's just like a bunch of newbies or a bunch of randos, right? And that's what you use most of your in game, like
I
in other
prefer
video
in
games,
game.
your in game voice chat. Um, but like I don't want to use in game chat when it's like my org.
Yep.
It's like we've got a system, we're going to use that or whatever. There were a couple of ideas in the survey that I had never even thought of, and I don't know why I had never thought of that. But like, I'm glad that they think right. So they mentioned like, well, what would you want in your? What are some features that matter for you in your friends list? and like one of the options was like their distance to you or their activity that they're doing. I'm like, sweet, hell yeah. I like that is stuff that is important to me. I just never really thought of it before. So I'm
Mhm.
glad you guys are you have that on the mind already.
They also asked like other, and then you type in your own thing.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the things I suggested was whisper, normal, and shouting options. So like people can hear me closer and further away. Like
Oh, for
Daisy.
VoIP.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I thought maybe you meant like a notification level, though that would also be kind of cool. Like if I'm just trying to message Mike, oh Mike, I think I might have some stuff for you. We'll talk later. That's at like whisper level. If it's like Mike, your base is being raided, shout level, big like letters over your screen.
Yeah. That could be interesting. Like higher level notifications. And the rest of the stuff for me was like recognize orgs in the game, please. Start,
Yeah.
So but
Org tools. And then like a lot of the stuff that I mentioned in like my survey stuff was like we need player moderation tools. Let me block people, even friends. Let me just like mute them for a day if they're being stupid or whatever, right? So yeah, make sure you guys all do the survey because I didn't even realize it existed until Mike mentioned it at the start of today, and it's an important one.
Yeah, for real. And the reason I think it's really important is I think people in these communities, like this podcast or whatever, they're a lot more like gamers than I see on like when I read Spectrum threads or Twitter or Reddit in the Star Citizen communities. I'm just like, dude, all these guys are just like ship collectors and screenshotters and like people who are defending like just like obviously completely unpolished like shitty gameplay loops that wouldn't be acceptable in any other game community except for this one. Those are the guys who are going to be filling out this fucking survey. You know what I mean? Like this was posted on Spectrum, not posted anywhere else really. So
yeah, it's not even on the launcher. Why is it not on the launcher?
I don't know. And like all of these data points that you're gathering are for things that should be drawing the people from the outside into Star Citizen. That's what all this survey should be for. It's literally like, how do we get people to play more Star Citizen? So I don't want the people. Oh, it's on the launcher now, is what Jolly Pogger said in the chat. So
I had just closed the launcher. There's no way.
Okay.
They do it during the podcast.
Maybe that'd be so funny. But it was like for me, it's like, dude, we're trying to get feedback from people that want to play Star Citizen that aren't. But you put it on Spectrum, and
to be clear, I do not see it on the launcher, but I might just be
weird.
Anyway.
But yeah, regardless, it's a bunch of people who are playing Star Citizen now, which is like not the audience that matters in reality. So I hope they take the feedback here and don't prioritize 100% based off of it. I hope they prioritize like these are tools that are used in other games that people love, and this is why they love it, and like do that, So yeah. Like I like that they want us involved in their development. It's very nice. It's cool. But for fuck's sake, man, like we're trying to appeal to people, not Star Citizens in every situation. I feel like Twitch drops or the new location. I feel like we go not the new location, the new commodities that people are fighting over. You want to go? Let's go to that, and we'll end with the Twitch drops.
Yeah, let's do commodities. So, Jumptown's back, baby. I have you apparently did this today. I've only been seeing stories about it, and I've only been seeing positive stories about it, which awesome. There are some new commodities, and they are good money. And when there is good money to be had, especially in locations where PvP is possible, that's what you're gonna have. So
restrictionless.
We've got two mini jump towns basically.
Ashland and Chala's basically like you go back, like you can buy at one, sell to the other, and then buy at the one that you're sold to and go back to the other and sell there. And it's like a 300% profit
it's crazy
both each way. So it's just like people going back and forth each way. But I think Chala's is like the main spot because like the starting point is Ashland of the going back and forth.
It also helps that Trawlers is it's a mission hub as well, like a massive mission hub.
Yeah.
If you go into Pyro just doing headhunters or uh, CFP missions, there's like 30 in Trawlers constantly just rolling through. So you'll
Good luck
see
getting
people
those
there.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I tried to sneak into Chalas. I couldn't.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was see the panel. I couldn't see it. To see the
Fair.
name of the thing, but I was able to see it at Ashland. There was nobody there. But I have some very minimal negative thing to say about this because, of course, I have to find the worst in everything. I don't like that it's commodity trading. And here's why I don't like that it's commodity trading is I went to Ashland. Guy is sitting AFK at the panel because he's waiting to be able to sell. Because they have to limit it that way. If there was a way for them to be like, a bunch of rocks spawned here at Ashland that are super valuable for whatever reason, for crafting or something, who cares? And it's announced somehow, and people go there, and then it doesn't change or add a new location until that one's been finished, until that one's been mined out, right? Then I feel like they have the tools or the levers to like, okay, we're giving out too much of this material. People are making too much money. So we're like, let's lower how much SCU's in there. And because I think that's what they try to do with the commodities of like, well, we know that exactly this many can be produced per hour. This is how many can be sold per hour. Like we're limiting perfectly to what we want to do. But it's a bad experience on the player. It's a worse experience on the player, that waiting period, I think. So if we look back to like Osoe and Hides, dude, I sat there for hours and it never respawned because it's on like a 14-hour fucking timer. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So like, I don't like commodity trading for this. I wish it was more of like a, not Jump Town either, because it was like waiting for the box to spawn and like everybody queues up and it's just like I would love it if like I needed to take control of the area, then we go in and salvage or mine or collect or whatever. Like it's all just sitting there. You kind
of want it more like certain parts of Hathor.
Yeah.
Where it's a bit more active, right?
Yep. It's active. You dig out the 100%. Hole and you leave. Like get in, get out, go. And it's there's chaos above you and you're down there mining. Hurry up. Hurry, you know, like that's Hathor has been, again, I can't hammer home. It's like been the best content, like the best PvP content I think that the game's ever had. I'm glad people are enjoying this. I don't want to take this away from them. But I wish commodity trading was not a thing. I hate it.
I'll take it a step of like, you're not necessarily against this. You would just like to also see this implemented in other ways where it's like similar experiences, because like I am totally okay with this experience happening. It's not going to be a thing I'm going to engage in necessarily, mostly because I'm dog shit.
Same.
But like, yeah, having a similar experience where it like, maybe is mining related or something, or like, you know, the rock breakers, if they actually mattered, PvP type stuff, that would be more what I'm into, right? So I think it's more like, don't replace this. Give more things like this in different flavors, I guess.
Yeah, but I do think it needs to be replaced in the sense of like, again, the way
I don't think you
they're
should
limiting
be waiting at the terminal. I think they should be.
That's the replacement that I'm trying to replace, that aspect of it.
Because I'm okay with just the entire system being buy at point A, like travel to point B, sell at point B.
But how do you limit it?
Everything in between is limit it in a different way. But I am very okay with the buying and the selling part of that being not super active and it being more about just get to the location. And when I press the button, I'm good. That's what like I don't think it necessarily needs to be more active.
I mean, think Hathor.
I would like to see a more active one.
Think Hathor, right? What if it was I do all these puzzles, it is very obvious that somebody is doing the puzzle when you fly in, right? The things are aligning or some shit, you see it. And then it's that jump town situation where like the freight elevator comes up, there's all this shit, and it's like you can only do this every X amount of hours or whatever. So that part of waiting, I think, is fine. Is like, oh, this one's not active. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's all fine. I like that idea, but once again, I think that is a different activity, not this activity. I
Because
think that is too different.
are we like not are our wires getting crossed because you want the buy-in to be like the skin in the game for
So
the
like
for the player?
Yeah. So it's like you've done the buy-in. That's your money that you're risking, and
Mhm.
make that as like for this kind of activity, make that's part as simple as possible. Load it into the ship. Cool, whatever. In the process of loading into the ship, taking it to the location, and offloading it to the ship, that is the cool part of this content, right? And then cool, I press button, I'm good. Like I did all that. I press button, I'm good. I am totally okay with that. To bring up other MMOs of certain sci-fi origin released by a Nordic country. Uh, that is a thing, right? Is sometimes you just do have, due to economic reasons in the game, rather than an actual thing that this company has put in. Uh, I can make a bunch of money if I take this here and take it to this other location, but because it's risky, that's the content. The content is the risk. And having like that's what this is. This is risk content, and that's cool. So keep that as it is. Give us exactly what you said, but that's a different activity in my mind.
Okay. Yeah. I just I I hated the Osoe and Hyde thing. Like it just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Cuz like why? Why can't I just
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but it's this idea of like you get there and you go through all this fighting and then like you go to the terminal and it's the shit's not even available. Like you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I just would remove that idea altogether, and I don't know how I would do it, but I just wouldn't do it the way it's happening now. Um, yeah,
I would think just a more frequent rotating, like because I think you could have what's happening here right now in these two locations, just not at the exact same location every 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it moves. The like the economy works in real life. The prices change. The locations that are best to buy and sell change, and these groups will move to those locations constantly because
sure.
they're trying to get the good money, right? Especially when it's 300% like return.
I also linked
Um,
this in YouTube and
yeah.
Twitch because
Mhm.
Highlander, like I think a big thing that we're talking about we don't like what we would change. One thing I don't want to change is Highlander's like mentality about this. If you guys read this
Mhm.
thread, there's like tons of good suggestions from players and shit too. Um,
Mhm.
he like kind of gets it, dude. Like it's like
Yeah.
one of the first times like I shit on this economy team left and right because I think they're clueless. This is
Mhm.
the first time I've read something from somebody who works on that team that is like aligned with the same sort of thought process that I have about this game or gaming in
Mm.
general. And like I would be obnoxious if I didn't point out that fact that like this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like every just link check out the thread if you haven't yet and just take a look at it because it's really really interesting. Um
Mhm.
like his thought process and everything, what he would love to see about the game that isn't in, and what it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
we're on the same wavelength here. Let's see if you can make it happen.
Mhm.
So that's exciting to see that it's like there's somebody there who's got the interests that I'm interested in mind, and not just the next ship sale or the next, like this happened
Yeah.
on the side. Nobody fucking talked about this.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Just happened.
Mhm.
So yeah, love that. Love that. More of that, please. And
Yes.
then last thing that nobody cares about,
And
Twitch drops.
oh, people care. People always care, Mike. This is Star Citizen. No matter what we're talking about, someone's gonna care
I mean,
about
I
something that's in
care
there.
massively about this and that.
Oh, I so don't. This is gonna be fun. Um, So Foundation
do and I
Festival,
don't.
everyone was wondering where the hell was it, and this is it. This is all Foundation Festival is basically, which is Twitch drops again. I think this is the third set of Twitch drops they've done.
Yes.
They only started like last year.
Yep.
Drops are cool. In terms of rewarding like your small creators and stuff. Your grinders that are playing the game constantly and having a good time. Drops are very cool. For any
Everybody.
creators
This
out
is
there,
rewarding to everybody who streams. This is
yeah,
a very
yeah.
good thing on that front. So like anybody who
Yes.
doesn't do it is always going to feel left out by it though, and it's like too bad. I don't know what to say. Like it's just anybody can stream nowadays. You have a phone.
I will say to smaller creators, drops do not tend to give you growth, but they give you an opportunity, which is kind of cool. So always do it when you have the opportunity, if it's something that you're interested in. So we're getting two things. For watching, I believe 4 hours
Correct.
of a creator that is got the drops on, you get the lovely little addles there. And then if you new subscribe, so this is not like resubscribe or whatever. I also don't know if primes count.
Primes do not count. Gifted subs do. So if you are
gifted
already
do. So
sub to a streamer and you want to support that streamer, then you gift a sub to them. If you want to support different streamers, you go and sub to someone else.
Yeah. And then you get a banner cube. Now, the thing I care about, I have a problem more so with the Twitch drops idea in general of getting rewarded from subscribing to a creator. That has just always felt weird to me.
It is it is definitely weird.
Yeah, and this
No
is
doubt
not
about it.
this is not a Star Citizen problem. This is like so many games that use Twitch drops will do that. Like, hey, if you sub to this streamer, we'll give you a free thing. That's always felt really strange to me. I don't like that personally. If like someone subs to me to get a free in-game item, that's weird. But it's a thing. Take advantage of it if you are one of these creators. The Banu Cube is the thing that's come up. It was a reward for two different things. One was some Bar Citizens, like 2 years ago, I think.
Yep.
And then
4 years ago, 2022.
4 years ago. Oh wow. And then what was the other thing that it was a reward for?
It was a reward.
It was like a puzzle
for
right?
Alien Week. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a go to Reddit, find out what code to put in, and then put it in puzzle. But yeah, it was a community crowdfunded. We figure out what the code is, and then you put it in.
It is a purely cosmetic item in game, which is kind of why I don't really care about it. It's a nothing burger for me. If it was a relevant in-game item, this would be a very different conversation. So
what even is a relevant in-game item? What is that? Let's start with that.
Like a weapon that you can use in game, or something that goes into your pledge hanger or whatever, right?
All right. Now I got two things. I let you go because I don't want to be Mr. Interrupter. Let's talk about, like, you were like, this is weird about the Twitch like subbing aspect of it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that is you are not on the outside of anything, right? As somebody who now is on the outside of everything, I can't be on the outside of this. So this is a great way for a gaming company to like allow exclusivity for their favorites and their boys and all the Squadron 42 crew that they have right now, and or whatever in the future. They can have their favorites, but they can't take something like this away from somebody, right? Like this is an open and available to everybody. Everybody benefits from this, whether it's higher viewership or financially. And the financial aspect of it is like kind of a nice thing for a lot of people. So for me, on the outside, yes, it is awkward. It is weird. It doesn't feel right.
That's my whole thing. Yeah.
It does not feel right to take money from Star Citizen people for them to get an in-game item, and I'm the one who gets paid for it. None of that makes sense to me. So we're on the same page there. That is weird. But for somebody who's on the outside looking in on everything now, it is nice to be able to be included in something like this that I benefit from something from the game that I still love, the game that I still care about, but I'm on the outside of. So there's that.
Yeah.
Then about like what is a meaningful item. The Banu Cube is an extremely meaningful item to me. And here's why. It's because it's the only bar citizen I went to in the last 5 years, and I went with my wife, and it's a memento of like this thing that we remember. So okay, whatever. The Banu Cube itself and the fact that they're giving the Banu Cube out, none of that matters to me. None of that matters to me. But the concept is the same as the Vandal Mask, which is I earned that in game. I busted my ass to get that. I didn't know what I was doing. I learned how to get it, and I got it. And then they gave it out in an easier way. And then they gave it out in an easier way after that. Changed nothing about it. No date on it. No different name. No different color eyes. No different color hue. The exact same thing. So I can't tell the difference of like this was that memento from that moment that I have the memory from. It's not there anymore. So like I made a little video about this, is like, I don't care about this. This does not matter. But I care about the concept of rare items and like the I was here moments in MMOs. And I even don't care if we do them in the alpha or not. That's not important to me necessarily. So just to be clear, at this moment, none of these things matter. At this moment, we are in 100% agreement there.
Yeah.
I need to know that CIG knows that like post 1.0, when you have those moments, that they stay meaningful and you don't take those away because somebody was left out and they weren't there. That's the fucking point. You weren't there. So earn a bunch of money and buy it from a guy who doesn't want it anymore or doesn't feel the same way. Because like, here's the thing about MMOs. Endgame becomes what? For a lot of people, one of the end games for people is PvP. One of the end games for people is like maybe in-game politics. One of the other end games for people is fashion. And another in-game end game thing that people, if the game allows for it, is rares. Ultima Online, rares was my end game thing. I grinded everything to make enough money to buy rares from events that I was never a part of, from things that I could never have gotten. I was never there, but I now have them. Right?
Yeah.
That was something that's really important to me, and I want to make sure that like I curate that and make sure that that's like super clear that that needs to be a thing. Now, the Banu Cube, something that you earned outside of the game, who gives a shit? Right? But like the Vandal Mask that I earned inside the game, again, who gives a shit right now? But if there's a Vandal Mask like moment post 1.0, I want that to stay meaningful. And you can literally change the hue, change the name, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Because it's still that thing then from that moment.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said. And it's like, I think it's important to know that I do not think that this is that situation.
This is not that situation, but they've never proven
the possibility is
that they're aware of that situation. Yeah. Like it's always this thing with CIG. Like, do they even have any clue? I don't know. You know, and that's all. It's just like, do you know? I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't know if they do. That's it. That's all this is about. Is like, just remember, guys, this is really important for MMOs. Don't forget this part. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm not saying they're clueless. None of that stuff. Just reiterating that this is like really, really important. Don't forget this.
I had another thought that was like, it is an interestingly weird marketing decision to make it the Banu Cube, because you are now sort of disincentivizing people to go to like bar citizen style events, and like the value, the perceived value of this item in people's hangars is a lot less now. Whereas like if you just change the color or just change the name, that changes it. I don't think it's a huge amount, but it's enough that it's like
Banu Cube Bar Citizen 2022. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. So that just felt strange to me, but just a small sort of like, weird kind of thing.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like it's a very lazy thing to reintroduce something that already exists too and make no effort to change
That's also like not. It's not like people have, as far as I'm aware, people have not been calling out, "Where's my Banyu Cube? Where's my Banyu Cube?" like all
No,
over Spectrum or anything, right? So,
but they were going for like three because they had a October 10th, 2025 expiration date on the card. So
oh,
did I
interesting.
give you one? I think I gave PC 101 I had three. They were going for $300.
Jesus.
So I don't know
All right, well,
when.
someone wanted them, I guess.
Yeah, like I think I gave one to PC 101 and I did one giveaway on my channel and gave the code to people.
Right.
So like that's another thing is like just killing the like third party bullshit with it too, which was
Yeah.
like whatever. I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just want to again
But yeah,
reiterate.
this starts
So
like
important.
This starts like next week, Thursday
3
or something. I
days.
think it goes for starts in 3 days, and it goes for 10 days. I think
Let's look.
something like
29th to October 12th.
that. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yep. So plenty of opportunity for you to get these things. Well, this thing, the skin, it's up to you if you want to pay for the other one, you know, and I'm sure people will, but also again, it was available multiple times. So how many are actually out there already? And if you need to know any of the stuff, it's all here in the FAQ. And yeah.
And maybe some of those of you watching Answer the Call on YouTube right now might want to jump over onto the Twitch and participate there next week. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you probably should, right? So
Yeah.
it's get your free stuff when free stuff is available for sure. All right. Calls, we don't have many, so that's good because we went pretty over before calls.
Yeah, we talked a lot, so let's jam. Hell yeah. If you want to call in the future, make sure you go into the description below, head to the Discord link and head into the green room, talk about anything and everything that happened this week. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Oh,
talk
we
to
got
Sharkbite.
Yeah, we got Sharkbite online. What's up, man? Long time actually. It's been a little while.
Yeah, a little bit. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Okay, cool. So Croncy was saying that snipers elsewhere in the game so far haven't really been super dangerous. Just wanted to say like the Yormandi / Hyperion snipers and Onyx facilities are pretty deadly.
True.
I'll give you that. Yeah, they will knock you off. That's fair.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like you bring someone in new and they're like not paying attention and they get picked off from the bridge there.
Yeah.
I think
even
that
then,
is
I still don't think they hold a candle to how dangerous it feels in some of these.
Probably not. I
locations.
haven't played Siege yet.
I think it's just there's a
Um,
lot of them, and like they've positioned them well. So it's like,
yeah.
oh, I better go over to that cover. Whoops, I got shot by 3 snipers in the meantime.
I think that as far as the lever action, the speed of the repeating is fine if they slow the loading down. So with a normal lever action rifle, like in real life, I know we're talking about that's mostly irrelevant to games, but you have to like push in the bullets manually into the side. And so if you slow the reload down, then it makes it so that you're tactical about how fast you're shooting, how often you have to reload, and you're timing that better. It adds a little bit of uniqueness to the gun.
Yeah, and that's also like that's one thing where it's like you can take that realism and use it to balance fun as well.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is,
fine.
like, if you're reloading individually like that, you can also stop midway through your reload and you have 3 rounds or 2 rounds or 5 rounds in. You haven't fully reloaded it, but you can immediately go back to shooting.
We don't have that for
and that's,
anything in Star Citizen, right? I
don't think so.
That would be sick.
But, I mean, that's a useful mechanic, yeah. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
You have it with
Partial
the
reload.
like not
Is there a
backpack reloading.
pistol?
No, it's not like
No.
you can only stop the reload like where you're loading mags. The alt one.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. Not an actual reload of a gun.
Because an actual like partial reload would be cool. That would make the gun a lot more interesting.
And I think that's not just like a lever action issue. I think that's like an issue across a lot of the guns that we have.
Oh yeah, bolt actions, anything where you're loading. If you can just slam your mag in and start shooting, just finish them off with a couple of rounds or whatever, that would be great.
Yeah.
And then the biggest thing that I wrote down was when you were talking about like making any kind of an event really, but like a commodity resource where it's not just sitting at a kiosk and waiting. Kind of a cross of like in the wake of disaster and Jumptown, but like you have an asteroid hit a moon somewhere and there's like a little bit of notice, maybe like, hey, we have satellite picked up that there's going to be an asteroid hitting Yella in such and such quadrant. You don't know exactly where it's going to land, but you can get kind of close. And then you see it hit, and then larger ships are needed to break up the biggest piece. The smaller miners can go grab the little chunks on the outside, but you have to fight to get in, fight to mine it and protect your people, cooperate or have a big org or whatever to get the largest stuff, and then you have to get it out. You put a high IR and EM signature on it so that when you have it on your ship, you're easier to track. Make it so that you have to escort yourself back to the station. Like, make it an event. Make it so that these happen on any planet or moon or whatever, and make it so that people know in advance it's a big event to go to, and then you are whatever you can get out, even if it's small chunks, are valuable. But make it so that there's like something for everyone, and it is a rarity, but you can't just camp a single area.
Yeah. So there was years ago, post 2020, but still years ago, a dynamic event that had been in production but was only ever talked about through like concept language called Gold Rush. And the way that they talked about it felt very much like basically what you just described, and it has never come to fruition. And I am just forever hopeful that that is still somewhere and comes back into it, because it would be dope as hell.
Because we always have the idea of a dead server.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like we're like all of these things could exist if we were all together in one shard, and like everybody in the game world or in a region was like communicated that this happened, and then it's a battle to get in there or whatever. But
so even on Dead, I mean, you could put like a population cap where event can only happen if there's at least 100 people in the shard or whatever.
You could do instancing.
Yep. But the other thing that I was going to say is you definitely want to make it so that if regardless of how big the area is, you want to make it so that if you're landed right near where whatever meteor impacts, it nukes everything. Just so you can't be like on the ground waiting. If you're in the air within a couple kilometers, it EMPs you, whatever. Just so
who
you
knows?
stay back
Radiation on the ground from it, maybe, or something too.
Yeah.
Shut your ship down.
Anyway,
it becomes...
yeah, I think that would be fun. Glad neither of you guys are sick. Hope you guys are continuing to feel better. And
for now.
Yep. Oh, I feel it. I've had a rough couple weeks just because of chronic fatigue and whatnot, but
yeah, fair.
Yep. Finally hitting a stride again, so.
Hell yeah.
You guys have a good one.
Glad you're doing better than too.
Cheers, Shark.
Bye, Shark.
Yep.
Have a good one, mate.
Bye.
All right, and our second and final call then for the day is Masisaris. I don't know if Masisaris can hear me, but hello, can you hear us?
Howdy, Masi. You are currently muted. Yep, there we go.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Howdy.
How's it going?
It's good.
You're not bad.
So I just dropped in because I mainly wanted to say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
And so that's the end of the podcast. Thanks very much, guys, for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Right? Yeah, it was pretty quick and easy. So I like Siege. I think that it's been pretty cool. I like what they did with it. I like the new Arlington. That's what it's called, right?
Yes. Yeah, the gun.
Yeah. I think that they did really well with that. I'm still not too sure on actually what the real difference between the two modes are on it.
Yeah.
No, I can't tell you there. It's one like obviously looks like a shotgun, but it was I was sniping with it, so it was like this is not a shotgun.
Yeah,
I'll leave it to someone else who like does all the math with all the guns and stuff to tell me.
I'm waiting for somebody to do like a real analysis, like what is going on.
Yeah.
But I still like it. I think it works really well. I think they got a pretty good balance on how powerful it is. I still haven't used it with the scope, so not sure.
It's like pretty accurate. Like it's solid. Yeah.
Okay, good. Other than that, I'm excited for this patch to come out. I think that there's a lot of nice quality of life stuff in there too.
Yeah, lots of fixes this patch.
Yeah, I haven't played much for 4.9. To be honest,
I've not played 4.9 like at all.
Yeah, I decided I was gonna just kind of take a break that patch. There was nothing that was like, oh, you really got to get in there.
No, I went giga hard on Valheim, and that's all I've done.
I have played the Xenothreat event, and I think that's it. I think that's all I've done.
Kind of like you, Salty. I instead of Valheim, I've been playing Icarus. Just
nice, yeah.
take a break from Star Citizen.
Dude, I'm going nuts. I'm making a list of games that I'm gonna play. I'm going after, like, I'm kind of gonna finish up Valheim now because it's 1.0 soon, and I don't want to ruin anything for myself. And then I'm gonna play 40K Space Marine 2 next, and then I'm gonna play just something totally off the board. I'm gonna play Schedule 1 after that. I'm just going out there and play a bunch of different games. And just like, I got to get away from Star Citizen for a little while. Like, every time I play, dude, I was downed waiting for somebody to get me up in Siege, and it was like he was far away because of the spawning problem, the respawn like after you died. So I just like opened up Valheim. I have Star Citizen and Valheim playing at the same time. Valheim is buttery smooth. I get 20 things done in the time that he was coming to revive me, and then all we do is just kill mindless NPCs for the next hour after that. And it's just like, God damn, like I need more I need more out of SC, man. I need more than what it's giving me right now. It's just not giving me what I need. So I'm gonna go find it for a little while, I think.
Which is understandable, and I think I've reached that same phase because I've been playing since I think 2016.
No hate, I just need more. It's not hate.
Yeah,
I just need more.
No, I love it. I honestly think it's still one of the greatest games out there, even in the state it's in. I know that's controversial.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm at the stage where it's like, I'm gonna play something different. I really need this to kind of get a few more things in there that are essential before I really can devote more time to it.
Have you tried trading card games?
Stay away, run. Run.
Yeah, of course.
Croncy's like, have you like, he's like already played Schedule 1. Have you tried drugs? He's like,
I was actually going to say, Mike, you want a game that works perfectly, that like has tons of content coming out constantly.
Magic the Gathering.
And will take all your money. It's called Genshin Impact. We're going to get you into Genshin.
Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah. Weebs out. Weeb games out.
Actually, I really loved Genshin Impact when it first came out. I played it.
It's Breath of the Wild. But
lots of people say it's a good game. Lots of people say it's a good
game.
Yeah,
it was really good.
But
I had to stop playing it because of that aspect, the whole money. I was like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't afford this.
See, at least with TCGs, I could buy expensive cards and then sell them. I can't sell my tier 5 anime woman, unfortunately.
No. Right? I wish. I wish they would change some things where you legally owned your characters and stuff. That'd be nice, so you could sell
but
it.
Then Genshin Impact would make $1 billion a month, so yeah, that's not happening.
Well, they already make more than $2 billion a year, so it's not much of a stretch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to drop in here and kind of chat with you guys because it's been a while, and I've been trying to get in I think the last 3 weeks, but I wake up late sometimes. So
Fair enough.
All right.
It was good chatting with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.
And you too, man.
And for you, Monday, Croncy.
Indeed, it is 1:30 a.m. Monday.
So you guys take care, enjoy your weeks, and I look forward to seeing you on Week in Review, Salty.
Perfect. Yeah, I recorded it this morning, so you'll see it tomorrow.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right,
care,
catch
guys.
you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, he was a caller like a while back. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember his name a few times.
I remember the name because I couldn't figure out how to say it, and I asked you how to say it, and then I was like, today I was able to read it and just say it. So I was like, feels good, man.
Locked in.
I am locked in today. But yeah, so that was Answer the Call. It was good to be back. I think we yapped, man. It was a good time.
We did. There was new content. We love yapping about
Yeah.
new content. So
Yeah, it was good.
yeah,
I just
day.
love
whether
I
it's
love
good or
yapping.
bad. It's something to yap about.
Exactly, and again, I think mostly good, but it's always there's
Yes.
this is the opportunity to give that feedback and Siege, Siege boss, okay.
There was one more point I wanted to bring up because I just remembered it in that last call.
Go for it.
Which about Siege, which was it very much is not old Siege. It very much is its own new thing, just in like a similar setting. I am still missing that feeling from old Siege. I am chill with this. I think it's cool. I need some type of old Siege content.
What was the feeling though? Because a lot of it was like the cool
But we've
moments
talked
of
about this.
old
We
Siege.
feel we feel a little different about old Siege, and for me, it was like the collaborative.
I hated it.
Like server experience.
Yeah,
I loved. So
we'll never
yeah.
get that in instance content. So you got to
but maybe they'll give us another like Hathor-sized open world something or other. You know?
Yeah, where it's like you're trying to complete tasks together as a group. We get that a lot with big events like Xenothreat type stuff, but it's just shoot this Idris and everybody's there
again,
shooting
like
it.
Old Xenothreat, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like they haven't done an event really since 4.0.
Like old Xeno.
That's like old Xeno. Old
We got to move
Siege.
these boxes, guys. We got to move. Like we don't have that. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
And it's like that was, and like tell me, chat, if I'm wrong. Tell us like what your guys' experiences. But like that was a really cool moment that showed what this game could do. And it's like, cool. How do you get that to work in the current age of SC? And that's like that's my final thoughts on it.
Cool. Well, yeah, it's a good place to stop. So, once again, drops are going to start in a couple days. So if you're on YouTube and you want some of this stuff, it is free. Just do it. You don't need to literally be there to watch. You could set the volume at 1. You won't be able to hear it at all. You can just walk away and you'll get your 4 hours done. Obviously, the paid thing is this new unique thing that, again, both of us feel a little bit weird about. And I'm not going to super like push that for people to do. It's like if you want it, you do it. And yeah, but just make sure you follow, the two of us and other people in the Star Citizen community. If you haven't created a Twitch account yet, do it. It's free. There's no real reason not to. I know some people are really freaked out about, like, I don't want to give Amazon my information. It's like, dude, they already have it. It doesn't matter. They've had it for years. Just make the account. Don't be a fucking weirdo. And yeah, that's really it. So like, make sure you take advantage of that. Do the survey if you guys haven't yet. I'll try to remember to put it in the link in the description when we post. And yeah, so I think that's it. And we'll catch you guys next week. I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about for the next month because I feel like Siege is it.
Well, we're supposed to be getting a patch every month for the next 3 months. So
what will it entail though? I don't know.
Yeah, and presumably video content next week, I guess. Maybe. Did they say anything about it? Like, I know it hasn't been consistent.
Dude,
but
the guy came out and said at the beginning of the year we're gonna get video content almost every week, and we haven't had it for like a month and a half. Like, I who knows at this point? And if we did get it, what is it? Just some ship you're selling, or what? Like, that's all it's been the whole year. It's been. Give me
a sprint report. Give me an old school sprint report.
No, give me an old school feature report of something like. Show me like where talk about instance content. Show me like, all right, go through Siege and then
probably actually that's
and then
that's
show me where Municipal Works is at. Right?
Fair.
Like start with Siege. Go to Municipal Works. That's what I want to see.
We'll almost certainly. Well, we'll get a patch watch, like the patch watch video, whatever it is, in like 2-3 weeks. Maybe we also get an instance video. Anyway, we've talked way too much for the outro to the video. We'll see all you guys next week. And don't forget
to answer the call. Bye, everybody.
See you guys.
Oh, man.